A 2000 Lincoln Town Car was giving me a no crank, no start issue. I'm gonna give you the solution first and then go into the explanation. My solution, right under here is a button. See that little button? I'm gonna zoom in. Right under there, see that button? It's a little button. You press and hold the button. It resets the security system. It was going off, so now I'm getting it to start. All right. At first, I was getting a no crank, no start. I'm gonna show you some solutions if you're in a situation where you don't. Now I'm gonna go into explanation, so if you wanna stop the video, you can stop. But if you wanna see some of the other solutions, check this out. What I discovered is under here is the relays. I checked the fuses. So I could go backwards a little bit further, but I'm not. I'm gonna just start right here first. The starter relay is this one. This is your horn relay. They have the same diagram. And there's another one over here. I think that is the rear windshield defroster. This also relay. You can use any one of this one. That one. They all have the same diagram. But this is your starter relay. For me, on this particular vehicle, I'm gonna try to get it to be in focus. There's a 30 and 87. You just, for me, I was able to put the key. You can test your starter without having to take off the, starter or getting under the engine. If you want to test your starter, just to test it, the bump wire, you take a bump here, and you want to hit. I'm not gonna do it too much. You see that? You can just test your starter. If a car needs to actually start, a trick that you can do to bypass this that I did was make sure you put the key in the ignition. You got to have at least a key, and turn it as far as it can go. And then you can basically simulate. Just put it here, and then you start that. There you go. That's a way to bypass the security system, right? But a couple fuses. Now, what will happen though, if you do bypass the security system, most likely your alarm system is going to constantly be blinking while you're driving. And then the next time you turn it off, it will not start. In this case, I've already pressed the button. If that's the case, go to the button under here, like I showed you. Hold the button for a few seconds, then put the key in there, and it resets it. You'll hear it blink, and then you're able to start your car without having to do the security system. Another fuse under your fuse panel here, another thing to consider is this fuse here, this 5-amp fuse. That 5-amp fuse gives power to, your relay. So check your relay, check this fuse, and if you have a security issue, there is the button. Press and hold that button for a few seconds, and then with the car off, and then it'll reset your system.